Welcome to episode 7.
Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven? Is that a stand?
No, that was a show on the WB.
Seventh Heaven?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember the song, but the dad's a pedophile anyway, so we're good.
Like in the show?
No, in real life. But most people kind of picked up on his weird vibes in the show, but that's digesting from the point.
Was it another Dan Schneider production?
No.
Welcome to episode 7, mode 5. Got your good old friends and pals here.
You need new friends.
Fred and Rem Daily, which is I.
Who else would it be?
I got allergies so bad.
It sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, that is a me problem. Every 6 months of a year, I have to deal with like horrendous fucking allergies. Can you like go to sleep by suffocating yourself? That's how allergies feel like.
Carotene.
I don't know who that is.
You have the internet. Google it.
I don't want to Google it. If it doesn't pertain to my interests, I'm not gonna Google it.
Well, it would.
Is it a he? Is it a she?
It is a he.
He?
Yes.
It's it. It's an it.
No, this isn't Stephen King. Just look up David Carradine. Did things.
Okay.
Cool things.
Speaking of things, well, that's a really bad segue. Speaking of things, what thing are we going to talk about today?
That's a perfect segue because it could be anything, and the viewers kept in suspense because they're like, "Oh, it's a thing."
Oh yeah, because
what kind of thing?
This podcast is about things. Very, very educational thing, social, intellectual.
This isn't
things.
PBS, okay? This ain't no Nova.
You know.
And I mean PBS Nova, not Uber Haxer Nova. No affiliation. But anyways, today's topic is laughing at things at inopportune times, because we've all been there where we're in a certain scenario or a situation that doesn't really require comedy, and sometimes we think of something that's hilarious, and we have to spend that time just trying not to laugh or letting other people know that you're in fact thinking of something funny. Like
a very serious job interview, or you're bowing your head in church if you go to church.
Oh, I had plenty of those as well, yeah. Lord, pun intended.
Lord with an E?
Oh, yeah. Randy Marsh, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, okay, what about your experiences?
I've had some recently at school. In one of my classes a few months ago, we were looking at it was a physics course, and we were talking about, like spinning tops, like Beyblade and all that. Well, we were just describing how they move and stuff, because they move with their own little unique equations, but...
See, I knew science was full of shit.
Hey, give us Beyblade. You best stop. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted by this heathen...
So you spent the whole class discussing about how Beyblades work?
Well, I mean, not Beyblade specifically, but the properties that a top that spins would do.
But why Beyblade?
I was using that as an example so everyone can relate to it.
The start of your class, the professor put up the Beyblade OP.
That'd actually be pretty cool, though.
It's like, welcome class, this is what you're going to be studying on today.
Well, no, he's Mexican, so he would have put on, like, Dragon Ball Z or something.
The Beyblade OP in Spanish.
How would it be in Spanish? Let it rip. Déjalo romper. That just sounds terrible. But if I may get to the point at hand, being ingrained into the gay community for as long as I have been corrupted by all my friends. So when he said, we're going to be looking at tops today, my mind was like, wait, what? And I was like, spinning tops. And he's like, but he kept talking about, and you got to choose your tops carefully, because some tops will work and some won't. And I was like, amen to that. How many times have I been there? Girl, you have no idea. But for that time, it was just for that class period, I just had to keep thinking, he's not talking about those tops. I think I still have notes on that. I don't feel like getting them right now because I break the immersion if I did that. Or should I go get more of my notes so I can explain how funny these scenario was?
You can get your notes.
Be right back for an intermission.
Yeah.
Keep him busy.
All right, I will. You just stepped out. Our video editor Danny's dying over here. He lost a rib. Lost in Vietnam. So literally, he kills himself every time he laughs because I don't know. But okay, thank
this
God.
This is even my real life. I just can't do it loud.
Yeah. All right, science boy came back. Science boy came back. Yeah.
But yes,
That was Beyblade part of your test too?
I wish I would have been able to pass. I would have just done like some traditional anime monologue, and I would have been able to pass my test.
What is the traditionary custom when both players are ready to unleash their tops?
Oh yeah, then there was.
Is it A, roll out? B.
Oh yeah, we called, and there was
B, let it twist.
There was one section called the free top, and I was like, "Girl, I have been there."
Is it C, top it out, or D, let it rip?
And then there was a top that has no external force, and oh my gosh, if I had, well, I mean that's a whole episode for another day, but we were talking about our heavy tops, which.
The ones that kind of squish you down and you can't breathe underneath.
Oh, if I had $1, I'd have -3.
I'm gonna wash this podcast. I'm gonna wash it from this filth.
But anyways, like that segue, and in one of my physics books, we learned about particles, and there's 6 types of particles. One's up, one is down, which is a weird one. There's charming and strange, and there was top and bottom, and I was like, me too.
Shut up.
And then there's also, there's a machine called a breeder reactor, and I'm just going to leave it there. Do you have an example so I don't dominate this whole thing with overtly homoerotic terms that I have been accustomed to?
I'm still laughing at the idea that your professor puts Beyblade OP like on the
projector.
On the projector, yeah. Takes up half the class.
Man, that'd be a great class, actually.
Rolls up projectors like, all right, students, we're gonna be talking about Beyblade. My favorite one's this blue one. It's like you random student in the front row.
You have to say it with a Spanish accent because he has a Spanish accent.
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. But yeah, I got plenty of examples. When I was applying for a new job.
Well, yes. Well, what happened while you were applying for a new job?
Yeah. All right. Okay. So yeah, when I was applying for a new job, and this is a state job, they had me outside in the waiting room with I think 2 other people there, and I was scrolling through my my Facebook feed, and I found a particular SpongeBob post.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Wait, which one was it?
It was the. I don't want to fucking say.
Well, what? It was
the one with the furries.
The one with the furry? What?
Yeah.
The one with the furries?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Here, I'll show you, and I'll also show this glorious. Now 15 people are viewing this.
You're overestimating, man.
I know.
I get you want to be optimistic, but sometimes you just gotta be realistic, you know.
Way to soil the mood. But yeah, this one.
Oh, that one. Yes, that one. yes, I remember that one. Yes. We'll just throw it up so everyone can get context and.
Yeah. and I was laughing at a good 3 minutes of this picture, and the other 2 people were probably I would think confused, just what the fuck is this dude laughing at? It's like, what's so funny on his phone? Why is he squirming in his seat?
Another instance of this was also in school recently. I believe I was taking a test for one of my classes.
I thought you were going to say you were taking a dump. I thought you were going to say that. I don't know why.
Do you really think that lowly of me?
Yeah. I mean, you decided
Do you really think I'd go that low bar?
Yeah. We're on the show, are we?
I don't do low bar humor. I do Carol Lumbar humor.
Don't speak to me about lumbars.
You have no support.
I've had lumbar punctures in the past. Those shits are horrible. And you're afraid of needles. So if I go into detail, you're gonna walk out that door. Can you imagine a 6-inch needle going into your spine?
No, and I didn't. I don't understand the question, therefore I will not answer it. But anyways, you
can't hide from the truth.
I'm not hiding.
You can't handle the truth.
I'm not hiding. I'm leaving. But anyways,
you're leaving or bleeding.
oh, Jesus. If I may, my thought.
F.
What is F?
THOT. Oh yeah.
Anyways.
Oh yeah. But before you get into that other.
It's just like anime, folks. I'm never gonna get to the point.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend 20 minutes talking about exposition.
Yeah, but the second image was kind of like a similar fucking image that I couldn't find. Some anime dude running in the distance or some shit. I don't know where this is going on, but anyways, continue. Taking a lesson or something?
I was doing a test.
Doing a test, that's right.
Yeah, I think it was for my modern physics class, which was pretty easy because open notes and all that. But I think at one point I was taking a test. I was like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Like I'm gonna have a good grade on this class. And then I thought of an image. I can't remember exactly what I thought of, but it was something that I had to really control myself. I had to put my best behavior on because I was gonna lose it if I didn't.
Okay.
I think it had to do with one of those just obviously ironically terrible images
You got you people laugh at everything and it's a picture of a spoon?
Yeah, something like that. It was something like that, and I guess the closest thing would be the Thanos releasing Despacito 2. It was something like that, and I had to kind of reel myself in because oh no, this was during no, it was before lecture started actually. That's what it was. And I had to mask it by me pretending to cough and clear my throat. But inside I was dying of laughter, and I knew if I just started laughing, people would look at me weird. And since we all take the same classes, they would just think of me as that crazy guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, freaking that speaking of Despacito, because there's a picture you showed me for Monsters Inc. with Sully running away. It was what was
Toy ducks quacking.
Toy ducks quacking. So in YouTube videos where they say, for example, Monsters Inc. But every time a kid screams, it gets faster or something like that.
Yeah. Yes, I think I know where you're going with this.
What if the tanks filled with child screams are replaced with Despacito? So title your new YouTube video Monsters Inc. But every time the kids scream, it's Despacito.
And the louder they scream, the louder the ear rape is.
The higher the bass goes.
That one too.
Every time Monsters Inc., but every time Mike Wazowski screams, it sings Despacito.
Dude, their videos are gonna be taken down because it's gonna be the entire song twice.
Monsters Inc., but the background music is Despacito. I gotta stop with this Despacito shit.
Would you say that you're on a roll and you need to slow it down so it's...
Shut the fuck up.
Do you want me to finish that or no?
No. My throat hurts.
Don't deep throw so much then.
But anyways,
do you have at least one more example of where you were laughing at something that you had to hide your true laughing intention?
My true autism.
You might have to cut that out, Barry.
I remember this one time where I had to hide my autism level.
Yeah, that's definitely not going in there. Allow us to go again.
I saw a documentary about autistic kid, and it was it's really good, but I'm no.
He was not Christian then.
Yeah.
But anyways, a redo. I'm about to reset this. Anyways.
Yatta.
Yattazo.
That was really cringy.
Well, anyways, do you have one more example of a time where you had to hide your laughter for the audience? Since I gave two, and let's send it on an even number. It could be one that's been from a long time ago. If you were talking about church or something like that, do you have any of those? Because growing up Catholics and going to church, we were definitely not behaving.
Why would you say that? You're the one.
Because I know you now. Can I get a story?
Can I get the body of Christ?
a 2-liter blood of Christ.
You know what? Speaking of my first communion, I never really got a drink of that shit. I really never got a sip of the blood of Christ. I always got the bread. I never really wanted the wine. I don't know why.
It's literally a Christian's dream now. And then he said unto him,
E.
Dang it, I was gonna say something better, I think. I don't know, I was thinking about it. And then Moses delivered unto the request of God himself. And God said, yeah, sure, okay.
Nah, fam.
And then he drowned everyone.
And that's a happy ending.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord, forgive me, Padre, for I have sinned.
I would say you need Jesus, but I don't want Jesus anywhere near you.
Jesus, come quick, put on your sandals, it's an emergency.
Gospel music stops. And I have the image for that. Forgiveness has stopped. We are all God's children and he left us in a hot car.
God teaches us the Pythagorean theorem through anime.
What are you what? That made... What? Okay, we're like really just like... This
Neon Genesis is God's math lesson plan.
What? What are you talking... I don't even like... What? What are you talking about?
Angels are 3D... was it 3D rudimental cubes or some shit? I don't know.
I don't even know what you're saying to correct you. I can't even correct you. It's that wrong.
Who?
Jesus.
He was...
You never answered my question about another instance where you had a hole in your laughter. I'm still waiting. They're still waiting.
I'm trying to think of something, but my allergies are fucking killing me. Man, fuck my allergies. They make my voice sound all nasally.
Only with consent.
Absolutely not. Allergies fuck me over for 6 months straight. So,
Well, get a new nose. It's that easy.
you want me to pull a Michael Jackson?
Well, I didn't say that. Just get another nose. Like, I'm pretty sure you can like buy and exchange now.
I
Hey,
mean-
stem cells are the future. It's been like nearly a decade. We can all have a good laugh at Wacko Jacko's expense
Yeah.
as he died on his backo. But not from Krakow. Because his doctor was a quacko. And he gave him different pills that, ultimately did him in.
That made him wacko.
Dang it, I was going to end it with like a really like non sequitur and then add co at the end of it. But you ruined it.
No, I finished it.
The magic is gone.
Oh, so now you believe in magic, huh?
Well, the magic is gone now, so it doesn't matter.
See, so he believes in magic?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
The only magic I believe is in the gathering.
Oh, I get it.
It takes him a while to process. He's got an i3 in his head. I have an i7. I'm on that quad core stuff. He on that single freaking 86 kilobyte modem. Man, you on dial up. I'm on Ethernet. I'm connected to the Ethernet.
I'm fiber optic. You're fiber optic then? Because fiber optic is like the fastest thing out there.
I'm like 3008 and you're so 2000 and late.
Uh-huh. I'm running on that i3 with 4 gigs of RAM.
I'm on an i7 with 16 gigs of RAM.
What kind of motherboard?
The best.
Are we talking an ATX?
The best.
ITX?
The best.
Hold up, this ain't Foo Fighters.
The best. I was trying to mask my not knowledge of motherboards by just saying the best, because
Oh, yeah.
you'd fill in the gaps.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, happy Mother's Day.
Oh, that's right. It is Mother's Day.
It's a Sunday.
Even if you're in
It's
the
May
strange-
13. This is probably going to come out on a Wednesday, Thursday maybe. Or whenever it comes out. I'm really, really busy.
even though you may have a relationship that is estranged with your biological mother, at least thank your motherboard for letting you play all those wonderful games as you ponder your pretty terrible and lonely existence because there's no one around you anymore.
All those
And all
horrible
you do is play games to detract from the fact that you really don't have anyone out there. So you drown yourself in your vices, ultimately leading up to your demise that you are just prolonging. Or your mother's cool, I don't know.
Did you just explain your life story right there?
No, this isn't Father's Day yet.
Yeah. But I really can't think of another story.
Well, I mean, we just completely derailed this.
Of course, because every episode at least gets derailed by one thing.
I blame you.
Thanos. I blame Thanos.
You're still here. How theoretically, if he existed, one of us should have been gone by now. Please let it be me. Please. Do you see what I'm working with?
He replaces you like freaking Despacito too.
As long as I am erased from this universe.
He erased half, like, the civilization in the galaxy. Just
Universe,
to galaxy,
dolt.
Universe. What's the fucking difference?
One's larger.
All right, then which one's larger?
The universe is, obviously.
All right, then what did I say?
You said the galaxy.
All right, fine. Then he erased half the civilization in the galaxy.
No,
the
universe.
He erased half the
jeez.
civilization in the universe just to make room for Despacito too. To put it on every planet.
You know, with all those stones, you could have just done that and kept everybody. Now that's half the people that won't listen to that great song.
I'm glad Peter Parker's gone so he doesn't have to hear Despacito too.
Hey. That is good boy Spider-Man.
These movies are alright. What's it called? Like, The Avengers?
Yes.
The Infinity War? Thanos' quest for the Power Glove?
It's so bad. Man, I heard he got the high score on Double Dragon just by being on the intro screen.
The Power Paw?
Jeez. And then when he played at the World Championship, Super Mario Bros. 3, he found a secret that no one had known before. He truly is the No, not the dang it. Take two. Now he is the not wizard.
What? I'm cutting this out.
Know your Nintendo movies, Jesus. But anyways, as we end this podcast, remember to tip your bartenders, look both ways before crossing the street, and if at first you don't succeed, it's probably not going to work out, and you should probably just give up.
And OD on allergy medicine.
Oh yeah, give me that Robitussin. Give me that Robitussin.
Ew.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
Wow, Becky, that was really Becky of you.
Robitussin.